Happy Monday, everybody. I had a great weekend in sales. I just did my usual dropping packages off at the post office. Every time you go in there, as it gets closer to the holidays, it's kind of a gamble. You might be stuck in a line that's an hour long. You might be in a line for 10 minutes. Luckily, I was in there for maybe 15 at the most, but I will say going to the post office all the time, 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week. I've got to know some of the people that work there, and today they actually helped me out, which was great because, you know, with everything going on, confusion, you know, everybody's mind is in Christmas mode right now. And I completely forgot that one of the items I was sending out was media mail. And they ask me every day, because I do send a lot of media mail too. They ask me today, is this media? Is this media? And I'm like, yeah, this is media. So today, as I was getting to the end, the last box, it was a huge box, they were like, is that media mail? And I was like, no. And then I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Yes, it's media mail. I just forgot about it. I'm glad you reminded me. And it would have been like almost $30 for this thing to be shipped out priority if it wasn't media mail. So, you know, in my head today, I was like, I was in another place right now, just, you know, worrying about the usual things, Christmas and this and that and daily routine. And I completely forgot that I had some media mail today. But, you know, I told him, I said, hey, you did your good deed for today. And he laughed because he saved me, you know, 20 bucks, 20, 22, something like that. I think it was like $5 or $6 to send it. But I was happy about that. And, you know, it's just interesting that it worked out that way. But now I'm on my way to the usual spot. I'm gonna hit up this Goodwill tomorrow because I'm super busy today. I've got a small window of time today to get in Goodwill and get out. But tomorrow I'm gonna leave a little bit earlier and get some. Probably take the camera in there and film inside Goodwill. When I went there yesterday, I picked up those two things, but there wasn't much going on in there to film. But I'll give it a couple days. We'll go in there with the camera and we'll see what kind of stuff that they have available or not available. You'll get to see. Other than that, like I said, weekend sales were pretty good. I hope you all enjoyed my last video, even though I combined 2 weeks worth of stuff in the one. Content was slow for the last couple weeks, but it should start picking up again. But anyway, let's go ahead and get in there and see what we can get into. Now I'm finished up at the Goodwill store. I did pick up 3 or 4 different things. I picked up a Micjam 12-pack VHS lot, which was only $3.99. The last 3 or 4 that I bought, Micjam, and I'm trying to think what the other brands were, TDK, I've sold them for like 35. I think it was like 30 or 35 bucks with free shipping. So I should make a solid 20, 25 bucks off of this. Then I also picked up some shirts. This is a Be Retro clothing shirt, and the comps on these were 20, 25 bucks for them. And I believe these are extra large, or this is extra large. Let's see. All right, come on. Yeah, this one's extra large, but there's the Be Retro. But it's got a nice little skull patch on there. That one, and I also picked up this other one, but this one isn't Be Retro. This one is called where's that? Let's see. This one's called Steady, and this was an extra large. And I looked up Steady also, and some of these were selling for 20. There was a few selling for 25, but both of these are in good condition. So I'll probably, I don't know, I might put them on eBay. It seems like they're selling a little bit better on eBay. So I might go ahead and throw them on there and make $10 off of them. I also got a 2006 Dierks Bentley tour shirt. That one is a size medium. No, it's actually a size large. It's an Anvil shirt. But yeah. So that was 2006. That was $2.99. I'll probably put that on Mercari, and I'm not expecting like a quick turnaround, but someone to buy it because someone just recently bought a I think it was a Reba McEntire shirt I had. I had that listed for 6 months and it finally sold. So I'm not expecting some magic on that shirt. I'd probably, I don't know, I might sell it for 10, 15 bucks profit, but I'm not expecting it to sell quick. It might with Christmas coming up, but it might not. And the last thing I found was a size medium Washington Redskins shirt. As you know, the Redskins changed their name. You know, they're going politically correct, so they're changing their name. We still don't know what the name is going to be called. Right now it's I think it's just called the Washington team. But so a lot of those shirts are starting to dry up everywhere. Hats, shirts, jerseys, especially down in this area. I used to see them all the time, because with this being like close to Florida State, I would see tons of shirts, and I was thinking, it's all Florida State shirts, but it would be Redskins shirts. But now it seems like people have bought them up, or they were pulled, because I have a hard time. I mean, in the past 2 months, I think I've maybe found just that shirt right there. And before that, I was finding them all over the place. But, you know, I figured, hey, I'm going to pick it up. Maybe I'll try to sell it. I don't know if you can still sell it on eBay or not, but you can sell them on Mercari. I don't know how much I'll get off of it, but let's hope for 10, 15 bucks off of it. But that was everything that I found in there today. They were still putting out some clothes, but I had to get out of there. I'll check and see if they're in there tomorrow. And like I said, tomorrow I'll bring in the camera and we'll have a look around in there. But that's it for today. We'll see you. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We're going to head over to this Goodwill across the street. I'm going to take you in there, and we're going to see what we can get into.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. A step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Well, we didn't find much in there. Let me know if you saw anything in the video that I might have missed. It happens all the time, but I did pick up two things. I picked up that Brixton extra large long sleeve men's shirt, and I checked out the comps on this, and they're probably $25 for these shirts. So I should make about 10-15 off of them, the usual. And then I picked up now I usually don't sell children's clothing, but there's a new app that I've been trying, and I'm giving it a shot on there, because not only do I use Mercari and Poshmark and eBay, but I also have another app called I don't have it pulled up now. Anyway, it's a kids app, and I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it's basically kids clothing, and that's all it is: kids clothing, kids related merchandise. I put some kids jeans on there a long time. I mean, it's been out for a little while. I put some kids jeans on there a long time ago and completely forgot about it, but I started using it again, especially with the holidays coming up. And I found this Vineyard Vines kid size small jacket, and that was $4.99. So I should make $15 off of this, even if I don't put it on. I'm gonna put it on there anyway. It's always good to cross merchandise, but even with that being said, with it being put on there, I'm probably gonna try to put it on Mercari and maybe eBay. I mean, shoot, I'll put it on all of them, I don't care. But my first priority is probably like that kids app, which I still can't remember off the top of my head. That and eBay probably my second choice, and it's in very good condition. But Vineyard Vines is easy to see when you're looking for it, with a little whale right there. So if you see that, I see that a lot with men's dress shirts. I think I've seen a couple polos, but I've never seen any Vineyard Vines kids stuff. So it's definitely a first for me. But I didn't want to pass it up, because I hate leaving money sitting on the table whenever I go in there. And that's definitely one that to bolo any type of Vineyard Vines, because you'll make you know, 10-15 bucks off of some of these shirts. It's definitely not a Robert Graham type of shirt, but it's a pretty good dress shirt. And with that being said, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy Thursday, everybody. Today I'm gonna head over to this thrift store that I haven't been to in a couple days and see what they have. Tomorrow morning is that yard sale that I try to hit every week, where they have the box bins outside the fence. He said he's got a lot of furniture and a lot of box bin stuff, so we'll go over there and see what kind of stuff we can find. The last time I was there, it's where I found some military challenge coins. I sold one of those recently, and a bunch of other stuff that came to like $2 or $3 total. He's always got some interesting stuff. But for today, let's go ahead in here and see what we can get into. Well, finished up in there, I did find one item in there, and it's a new item for me to comp, but the comps were kind of all over the place. They were anywhere from $15 all the way up to $190. But it's for this porcelain. The company's called Evelt, and inside they're made in different countries, but this is the name of the one. This is from Greece. There was no comp for this one, but for the brand, there was about 4 or 5 different ones that were going anywhere, like I said, from, I don't know, $15 all the way up to $190. They had 7-inch ones, 14-inch ones, 11-inch ones. This is probably about 11 or 12-inch one, and that one was going anywhere from I think there was 2 or 3 listed, and that was like $25, $30 for those. So I'm probably gonna, I paid $4.99 for it, so I'm probably gonna put it on for $20 starting bid and see where we can end up at, because some of those were actually bids, not buy it now. If I wanted to put a buy it now, I'd probably do like $49.99, because I did see like 2 or 3 other ones in there that was like $80 buy it now. But, and those were from Greece, there's one from the other countries. But that was pretty much it today. So tomorrow morning I'm getting into that yard sale. Hopefully there's some good stuff there, like I said earlier. But we'll see you tomorrow. Happy Friday. It's like 6:40 in the morning. I'm heading to that yard sale I was speaking about yesterday. Hopefully they have some good stuff at it. It was like 40 degrees when I woke up. It's starting to slowly climb. It's almost 50 now, so it's gonna be a little bit cold going to that, but hopefully that kind of keeps some of the people away, and I'll have a better chance of getting some of the deals there. But we'll get over there now and see what we can get into, and I'll show you what I got afterwards. Well, I just finished up at the yard sale, and let me tell you, I'm gonna call it the $7 box. This is what I got for $7. When I first pulled up here, there was a lot of people as usual, which I mean, I thought it'd be less with it being cold, but we waited outside the gate, and they opened the gate, and I shot in there because I was looking outside the gate. I found a few things, and I got in there, and right in the back was a bunch of Star Wars stuff and Star Trek stuff from the 90s. But you got to be careful because that stuff was oversaturated. They killed the market, but some of the stuff is starting to come back. I did find 2 Slave Ones, and this actually had the little characters inside, but these are from the 90s. They're not the original ones. I found those, picked those up. She said they were like $1 each. And then I grabbed, these were in a quarter bin, and they're in fairly decent shape too. This is from the All-Star Game 2015. And when you're buying these, always make sure to look inside the band here, because people sweat. I sweat. Everybody sweat. And they just, that whole band gets nasty. And you don't want to buy and resell something that, you know, somebody's had their nasty head on. I got that. I grabbed a couple of different like old books. That, and there's one called The Southern Sportsman. And this was like a collector's edition. So I'm gonna see what I can get for that. Sorry. And then the other thing that I got, excuse me for 1 second. The other thing that I got was this is from the 90s. I think I might keep this for myself because I like all the, you know, vampire and Dracula type stuff. And I remember having stuff like that when I was a kid. I found some vintage. It says hot pins. So those, that was this was also a quarter, but it says from 1991. So there was 2 of these. So you got that, and let's see if I can find the other one. Shoot. Well, while I'm looking for it, I found this in there too, but I seen it says Splatoon on it. So I know my brother's big on Nintendo and everything, so I'm gonna have to ask him what this is. It just looks like a personal, like it looks like it has a pen, a spot for your pen, but I don't know what else this is used for. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I found an old book, the Connoisseur's Book of Cigars. And then I found, this was in the quarter bin too. And it was open, but it's not open inside. This is the Kenmore Elite Refrigerator Air Filter. So hopefully I can sell that for some pretty decent money. So I got that. Got this Sony remote, which it should go for 10, 15 bucks. Here's the other pin, the other hot pins. That's from 1991 also. They had a retail of $5. I don't know if you can see the back of it. And 75% off. I also got, let's see what else I grabbed. Oh, I grabbed this in there too. Actually, it slid under and went to the other side. 1 second. Well, maybe not. It's buried down in the bottom. But I did get a bunch of these little tiny, I had to dig through the box to get them, but a bunch of these little tiny Star Wars like micro, I wouldn't call them micro machines, but they were little plastic things. I grabbed those. Those were real cheap. And I did find this Razer mouse in there, which Razer is not cheap. And I'm in need of another mouse, so hopefully this works. As I've had my mouse for probably 10 years, and this is the Razer Mamba Tournament Edition, so I'll see how much, I mean, if it's like a $50 or $60 mouse out of package, I'll sell it, but otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it for myself. But I did get let's see if I can. There's so much stuff down here. Oh, and I did find this. This was Sega Superstars Tennis. So, but that was pretty much everything I found today. So it was definitely a fun day there today. I mean, they had all kinds of cool stuff. I probably could have dug for another hour or two looking in that, but I've got so much stuff I've got to do today before I go to mail some stuff off. It was a pretty decent day in sales yesterday, and that's probably going to be it for going out to yard sales, because it's supposed to be cold again tomorrow, so I don't think anybody's going to have any yard sales. They might not, but like I said, the total was $7. Hopefully I can make, by the time it's all said and done off of this, close to $100 profit. I mean, because there's some stuff in there that's going to sell pretty decent. You know, if all those quarter box stuff that I got, if I can sell them for $10 each. I know some of those things I can easily get $10 each, but I'm going to lot up all those little Star Wars little mini things. There's probably about 20 of those things in that box, but I'll try to put them all together and lot them up, maybe sell them for like 15, 20 bucks. And then everything else accordingly, you know, I'll check prices and make sure that I can get rid of some of this stuff quickly before Christmas. But I'm really interested in seeing what these little hot pins are going for, especially from the 90s. They had a lot of stuff there that looked like they were from the 90s. A lot of beat up stuff, a lot of old furniture. But every time I come here, like I said, they're always pretty good. And they're real nice people and very approachable, and they always cut you deals. So if I can come here all year long, which they've been doing this for a while, you know, I'll keep doing it, and I'll keep turning those profits on some of the stuff that they sell. I was hoping they had some military stuff there today, but they didn't have anything. They were more concentrated on Christmas stuff, but a lot of Christmas stuff that they had, they left out, and it got cold last night, obviously, and this morning it was just, everything was wet. So a lot of that stuff, I was like, I'm not even going to try to pick that stuff up. But that's it for today. I probably won't be heading to the thrift stores today. Like I said, I got a lot going on. So we'll see you tomorrow. Happy Saturday, everybody. Today I went over to this thrift store, the Goodwill thrift store I always go to. I wasn't expecting much for it being the weekend, but let me show you what I picked up. Picked up two things. I picked up this book called Rowney. It's from 1873, and they only charge $1.99 for it, but I thought that was interesting. That's probably like the oldest book that I own. There's no comps for it all on eBay, so I don't know what I'm gonna put it on for. Maybe 10 bucks, 12 bucks, 15 bucks, I don't know. I'll fish and see what I get. But the other thing that I was happy about picking up was this Carhartt jacket. And it still has the tags, has everything on it. So it was $11, and it's a size large. And of course it has all the reflective stripes on it. So it's good for working out, you know, nighttime, daytime. And it has a couple little tiny stains on it. But the stains that are on it are like very, very minute and unnoticeable unless you're looking at them up close. So I'm going to put that on probably for like 50 bucks. I think I said, maybe I didn't say, I paid $11 for it. So I'll throw that on, try to get $50 for it. I'll comp it and see. There was some comps, but it wasn't that jacket. But it was a yellow jacket. It didn't have the stripes or anything on it. And that was going for $50. So, and that was not even, that was pre-owned. So I'll do a little research, I'll put it on, and hopefully we can make about 40 or 50 bucks off of this. But that's it for today. We'll see you. This week I'm going to go over some items that sold on eBay. I bought this vintage Walt Disney World Magical Kingdom Crystal Snow Globe for $6, I believe, at a church sale a while back, and ended up selling it for $22 this past week. Here's another one of those Pokemon promo card lots that I had listed, and it sold for $22. I've got about 3 or 4 more of these listed, and every time I list them, they seem to make about $15 profit off of them. I'm still selling those rave flyers from the 90s that I had a bunch of. This one sold for $20 with free shipping. I've still got about 20 of these things listed, and they're slowly selling, but I mean, it's pure profit at this point, so I'm happy with what I get on these. Here's another one of those vintage 90s rave flyers that I had mentioned. This one sold for $20 also with free shipping. By the time it was said and done, I probably made $15 profit on it. But the thing is, I remember seeing stacks of these in the 90s when I used to go to the clubs. If I had only known what I know now, the old cliche, I would have picked up a ton of them. I mean, I actually grabbed a bunch of them back in the day. I'm glad I did. But if I had known, I would have got a lot more. I had this Josh Allen rookie card listed at $10 start. It ended up selling for $41. I sat on this card for a little bit, maybe a year or two. I can't remember how old it is. But this is one of those from the Nationals, the big convention of baseball cards, etc., basketball, pretty much everything that is in the card community. And I believe this was a VIP card. You could tell at the bottom of the back of the card it says Panini, the Nationals. And then it would say VIP after that. But I bought probably a lot of these for maybe different players, not just him, but a lot of these probably for like $12 back then. It was super cheap. And the only thing this had on it was a small ding on the corner that I had noted, but it still sold for $41, so I was super happy with what I got for it. I had bought this Steel Brigade action figure from G.I. Joe. It was a mail-away figure from a collector. I believe I paid like $80 for it a while back. And so I sold it on eBay for $140. So I made a pretty decent profit off of it. Keep your eye out for any of these Steel Brigade action figures, especially the bag ones. They're hard to come by, but if you have the character with the patch and the backpack, I mean, some of these guys, their backpacks sell for $25, $30. And there's a gun in each pack. And there are variations on this character, and it's all based on the gun, I believe, if I remember. But I think this one was the D variation. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I looked this stuff up. But anyway, I sold it for $140. This was at PS3 NCAA Football 13 I had picked up, I believe it was last week, for $2.99 at the thrift store. Always keep your eye out on these NCAA football games, especially the last 2 years. The last year sells for good money, and this one doesn't sell for bad money at all either. If you can pick it up for, like I said, $3 or less, you'll make a okay profit off of it. So I probably made about $12 when it was all said and done on this one. Here was that chess set that I picked up at a thrift store for $2. I ended up selling it, and believe it or not, I had it sitting since that day I picked it up. I forgot to totally list it. I had it at my garage, and I went and listed it, and the next day it sold for $45. So like I said, even I am very guilty of leaving stuff in my death pile and forgetting to list it. But I did list it. It sold for $45. I thought it was going to be a pain in the butt to ship. It was only, I had $8.70 for shipping, but it came to like 12 something for shipping. So it wasn't bad at all when I shipped it out. I thought it was going to be a little bit more than that. I probably should have charged more for shipping, but that's okay. I still made a pretty good profit off it. I probably made like $35 profit off of this. This is one of those challenge coins that I had picked up at that yard sale where they had the little box bins outside their gate. And this was only $0.25, I believe he charged. It wasn't much at all. I mean, it was super cheap. And I don't think I paid any more than $1, but it ended up selling for $10.10. So I made $7, $8 profit off of it. I sold this Frankenstein versus Baragon mini diorama set for $20. I believe I paid $3.99 for it back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I can't remember. I've had it for a while, but I was just downsizing some stuff, and this is one of the items I wanted to get rid of. So I probably made about $14 profit off of it. Well, 20 episodes in. I never thought I'd say that. It's kind of a hobby project I've been wanting to do for a while. I've been super excited about doing it, and I hope you guys enjoy each episode that I do every week. I love making the content for you guys. With that being said, it's been a lot of fun. 20 episodes, 20 weeks. I found all kinds of cool stuff. I'm continuing to learn new bolos. And I also like putting out this info for everybody who is beginning to get into this game. And for everybody who is in this game and has been in this game. We're constantly learning. We're always learning new stuff every day, what sells, what doesn't sell. And it's always a challenge. So, I mean, I do like a good challenge. And I hope that you all enjoyed this. And if you do, please hit the like and subscribe button. And we'll see you later.